Alright, let's continue with the 6-ball side swaps. Today we have one of my favorite tricks within the whole challenge, which is a17. This is definitely in the top 10 of the hardest tricks that I've done, but it's also in the top 5 of my favorite tricks. It looks absolutely stunning, it feels quite incredible to run. It's very similar actually to the 5-ball pattern 915, just in terms of how you feel while juggling it. And I guess it's kind of similar if you think about it. And boy, it is very, very difficult. Definitely one of the hardest tricks of all. And the reason for that are manifold. One of the reasons is that the entry of this pattern alone is not all that trivial. The entry to a17, if I remember correctly, is something like 8697a17. And just getting the entry right in a way that you're able to maintain the pattern is already no easy feature. So before you can even think about learning this trick, you have to spend some time to learn how to get into the trick. And then when you get into the trick, almost all of these rows are very hard to do. Every third throw is an A, which needs to be quite high. You can't slack off on the 7s either. And the 1s are quite fast and tricky. Because you have to throw a very high A, followed by a fast 1, and then you just have to make sure to not overdo it on the 7. Because the 7 needs to be quite low in comparison for the A's to allow to come down. And that's what makes this pattern very tricky. Also, there's a lot of space issues that you have to deal with. Making sure that the 7s are spaced nicely inside the pattern while the A's kind of flying on the sides is not all that easy. And you certainly want to make sure that you always get the spacing of the a17 correct. It's very easy to make a bad throw and then not have the strength or speed necessary to get back into a smooth pattern. So it's very, very difficult to maintain the pattern even if you have a clean pattern going. There's so much speed in the pattern and there's so much strength that you need to put into the A's that it's very challenging to sustain a pattern like this for a longer period of time. And it's certainly also one of the tricks that I worked the hardest on. I think it was a few months that it took me to get to 100 catches with this trick. And I actually managed it on my birthday, which is the 26th of June, which was a very nice and very welcome birthday gift from myself to myself. So yeah, one of my absolute favorite tricks, definitely S-tier material, and I really need to learn this trick a little bit again and get it really solid because this trick is so fun. And this trick also is an homage, or it's dedicated to Dan Wood, who was the first person that I know of to run this trick within the video Dan Wood number 5. And if you haven't seen this video, then I would highly recommend it. It's my all-time favorite juggling video, and it's the video that inspired me to go into Siteswaps. So in a greater sense, you can thank Dan Wood for all the Siteswaps that I eventually put myself through to learn for you guys. Now, that's all I have to say about this trick. Hope you have a wonderful day and see you in the next video.